Jonathan with Iron Mind Hypnosis here. And I'd like to share with you 8 tips for finishing, inspired by a comic by Grant Snider and John Acuff. And first tip: set the bar lower, as if you're a pole vaulter or something like that. Just set the hurdles lower. That's mixing metaphors, but whatever hurdle you're trying to jump, make it easier. You can simplify the task. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be the ideal, greatest, grandest thing. It can be simple. It can just be simple. You're welcome to take twice as long. There might be an ideal or a record time to do things. You can take longer. I know that seems at odds with trying to get finished, but sometimes being willing to take twice as long means you get started, means you keep going longer until it's done. And so despite taking longer, you can actually be done sooner. Neglect the unimportant. So there's going to be things that are important to you, and there are going to be things that aren't. Don't do the things that aren't. If they're not important, then don't do them. And that's how you have more time to get the things you actually care about done. Kill until. This is the idea of waiting until you have the best studio equipment, the best training, the best. No, don't. Just say no to waiting until you have the best stuff. Just don't do it. Get to whatever it is you're doing. Get rid of secret rules. In the comic, there's a character running a race, and they're doing the thing where children don't step on the cracks. Don't step on a crack, break your mother's back, all that sort of thing. You've got a character carefully stepping over the cracks in the pavement, getting left behind by other people who don't play by that. Find rules that don't matter, and then don't follow them. That's rules that nobody else is following. I mean, it's possible that there are reasons that you'll do things in a certain way, but maybe make those explicit. Have twice as much fun. Do things in a way that's entertaining for you. Now, if that means you're practicing practicing a special skill, find a way to make that skill more fun. Maybe it's a conversational skill, and you find a way to practice with friends also practicing that. Maybe the skill is something that you can rope into some sort of game. Maybe you can set a meta game around whatever you're practicing. Gamify this or that area of your life or your whole life, but find some way to make it fun. The comic actually includes a contrasting picture of one person practicing punching a heavy bag and another person practicing punching a piñata. Make it fun. And the last frame is trading perfect for done. A lot of people spend a lot of time trying to get it perfect. They've seen a glorious thing on Pinterest or something like that, and they want it perfect. Well, do you want it perfect? A thing that never happens in reality? Or do you want it done? Do you want to be able to walk away from it going, all right, now I can either relax or I can be on to the next thing? I remember before the pandemic, I liked to bake cakes for folks for whatever anniversary or birthday or whatever excuse. I'd like to bake people cakes. Now, there are lots of ways to bake a cake. And some people believe that the cake is best baked from complete scratch. And if scratch is the stuff that they put in a Betty Crocker box, I completely agree. Now, a lot of people believe that once the cake is done, you're supposed to cut off the mounded portion of that, so you've got a flat cake, and you can frost it perfectly evenly and decorate. No, no. Why are we throwing away cake? That's insane to me. No, we're just throwing frosting on top of that mounded cake, and it is fine, and everyone loves it. Now, it's possible that you're living a part of your life where cake in elaborate detail is a thing that you're doing, and more power to you. That's fantastic. But for just bringing cake in to lighten the lives around me at work or otherwise, it comes out of a box. I bake it up. I put frosting on it. And I've certainly done more complicated things. And they've involved a lot more expense and a lot more time when people would have been mostly just as happy with a cake in a pan and some frosting on it. So trade perfect for done. I hope this is these 8 ideas on how to get finished are helpful. Have a wonderful day.